If you've ever spent hours creating content on your website only to have it buried on page 10 of Google, then this video is for you. Most solopreneurs waste countless hours on SEO tactics that simply don't work anymore in 2025. Hey, I'm Daree, and in this video, we're talking about SEO strategies specifically designed for solopreneurs like us. When I first started my business, I was very overwhelmed by SEO. And even though I did technical writing for over 20 years, everything I read about SEO seemed to be written for big companies with dedicated marketing teams and a different kind of technical know-how. SEO is the science behind figuring out how to get a site to rank high on search engine websites for certain terms, keywords, or topics. So let's go through 5 practical SEO techniques that actually get your site ranking higher when you're doing everything yourself. Point number 1, on-page SEO fundamentals for solopreneurs. On-page SEO is where every solopreneur should start because these are elements you have complete control over and they're the easiest to set up. You don't need technical expertise to get this right. On-page SEO consists of tagging things like the title, keywords, and metadata. These tags tell search engines what your content is about. Research shows that pages with the exact keyword in their title tag ranked 1.5 positions higher than those without it. What solopreneurs get wrong is focusing on high volume keywords that are incredibly competitive. Instead, I recommend that you target keywords with lower difficulty scores below 40 that are specifically relevant to your business. This gives you a much better chance of ranking even if your website is new. I'm using Key Search here, but you can also choose other excellent tools like Moz, Ahrefs, or SEMrush, which all have some free version of their tools. I'm using Key Search now because I watched a full tutorial on the She Knows SEO channel where Nina Clapperton broke this down. 2. Technical SEO without the technical headache. I know technical SEO might sound intimidating, but you can make several high-impact optimizations without writing a single line of code. As I mentioned in my video about website UX, your web page loading time is one of the most critical factors of whether people stay or bounce. 40% of users abandon websites that take more than 3 seconds to load. This directly impacts your bounce rate and consequently your search rankings. Most technical SEO issues can be solved with the right plugins or by making simple adjustments in your website settings. For example, simply compressing your images before uploading them can dramatically improve your load times. You can use a tool like Tinify at tinypng.com to compress 20 images for free every day. Services like Let's Encrypt make it easy to secure your site with HTTPS, which is both a ranking signal and a trust factor for visitors. But first, check with your hosting provider, who probably offers an SSL certificate automatically with your website. Speaking of which, I just switched my hosting provider to Hostinger, and if you use my referral code in the description box below, you'll get a discount while I earn a small commission for this budding little channel of mine. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how much the discount is or the commission because they didn't tell me, but if you try it, comment and let me know, okay? Number 3. Content strategy that actually works for busy solopreneurs. A content strategy is my thing, so we're going to stay here for a little bit. Content is still king in SEO, but as a solopreneur, you need to be strategic about what you create. Instead of churning out short blog posts that get buried and forgotten, focus on creating comprehensive content pillars, authoritative resources on core topics in your niche. Research shows that content between 2,000 to 2,500 words tends to rank higher in search results than short posts. My own blog about website UX, which is linked in the previous video on the same, is over 6,600 words. It's a detailed, meaty blog post on a topic where I can branch off into subtopics if I wish because the blog post is so long. In your written content, include long-tail keywords that your target audience would type into a search engine like Google or YouTube. That sometimes means writing full questions or statements, not just 1 or 2 words. To figure out what your long-tail keyword should be, start by asking yourself, which adjectives, numbers, times, or superlatives, best, worst, top, does my audience use when they're searching for info? Here's an example. Say you're in the travel industry, right? Instead of looking up the simple phrase road trips, get more specific based on your audience. Road trips for families with small children in Tennessee. Get the idea? You don't need to be afraid to drill down and get really specific when you're researching keywords. It's much easier to rank for a long tail keyword than just one or two words. There are 4 types of search intent: informational, navigational, commercial, and transactional. When you're just getting started, you want to focus on the informational category first because that gives your audience the most value and it builds their trust with you. Start by creating content around the information your audience is looking for. Pro tip: if you see a YouTube video that's ranking on the first page of your search results, smart idea for you to write a post on that topic to capture some of that traffic, as long as it's relevant to your niche. You can reverse engineer the URL into an AI tool and ask it to analyze the content to get a list of keywords. You can also go to sites like BuzzSumo, which shows keywords of articles and social media accounts that have referred. Ask them to refer and share your article too. You could also use this site to see what topics are trending and searched often. Then, write similar content with a similar word count. Once you've published your content, give it some time. It could take several weeks or months for it to rank. When you see that piece of content is performing well and resonates with your audience, you can repurpose that content to create updates and build your authority in that topic. The key is to balance quality with consistency. If you only have 1 to 2 hours a week to dedicate to content, it's better to publish one exceptional piece every month than to push out mediocre content every week. Each piece of content should serve both your audience's needs and the search engine's requirements. Quality and strategic targeting outweigh quantity every time. And if you're enjoying this content, why not subscribe? Number 4, modern SEO in an AI world. SEO has fundamentally changed with the rise of AI in search. You may have noticed a shift in the past couple years where Google search results prioritize AI snippets and Reddit over the normal search results we're used to. AI systems have shifted the focus from exact keyword matching to understanding user intent. This means that your content needs to provide genuine value rather than just targeting keywords. What is the person who's typing into the search bar looking for? As a solopreneur, you can leverage AI tools to create better content more efficiently, using them for research, outlining, and identifying gaps in competitor content. But of course, don't just take the output you get from AI. Fact check everything. Now, just as a side note, Google still says that they prioritize quality human written content. At least that's what they say. So use AI as a tool or an assistant, not a replacement for your own expertise and your unique perspective. I could do a whole video or even a masterclass on this. So if you're interested in having me teach a little more about using AI in your content strategy, go ahead and comment AI content strategy below. Number 5, link building that's not time consuming. Backlinks are crucial for SEO success, but traditional link building can be really time consuming for solopreneurs. In our scenario, a backlink is when a website creates content and links back to something on your website that's related. You could do cold outreach to get links from other sites by guest posting, but that's not where I would start. First, you want to focus on creating linkable assets. That's content that's so valuable that other sites naturally want to link to it, like data-driven infographics. Research shows that content with unique visual elements like diagrams and charts attracts higher engagement and more backlinks. Another approach that works well for solopreneurs is building relationships with complementary businesses. So, other small businesses or other solopreneurs that serve your same audience, but they're not your direct competitors. This is a collaborative approach and it creates mutual benefits and requires less time than traditional link building. Let's say that you write a roundup post for your blog or a case study of how you helped a client. You could tag the people that you've mentioned or the products or companies with the services that you've mentioned, and you could ask them to link back to your post as well. That could totally work. But don't discount the importance of internal links, linking within your own content. Internal links are links within your website to different pieces of content that are related, and they matter just as much as backlinks. They help search engines understand how the content within your sitemap relates to each other. Remember earlier when I talked about that pillar post I wrote that was 6,600 words? Let's say you wrote a pillar post of 3,000 words on a given topic. You could then repurpose that content for social media or write a separate post that goes deeper into one of the main points and then link back to the pillar post. Think of the pillar posts as the parents and the subtopics, social media content, blah, 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 as the children. The child posts are repurposed content. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in a video about how to repurpose your content. I hope these SEO strategies help you get the visibility that your business deserves without overwhelming your already busy schedule. Effective SEO starts by focusing on the right things one by one. You want to start with on-page optimization. Then you want to make those technical adjustments that don't require coding and aren't super technical. You want to adapt to AI-driven search. Build your links strategically, both within your own website and with others' related content. If you found this video helpful and want more insight, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more practical business advice for solopreneurs. My next video is on how to write SEO-friendly content without sacrificing creativity. But for now, check out this video next. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.